Hello, everyone. It is Monday. It's time for the Monday update. You may or may not know me. I am Martinez-Bateman. I own a newsletter writing service called Letter-O-Matic. I also consult on communications, strategy, DEI, crisis comms, etc. Here in Portland, Oregon, where I live, this is my office. This is the Monday update. On Monday, I tell you what my intentions are for the week. And then on Thursday, I check back in and let you know how I did. So this is a very special Monday because I am working today, but the next 4 days I'm taking vacation. I think I will do a Thursday update on vacation because I have some intentions for the week that are based around that vacation and how I behave. So that's the plan. I might be too busy vacating though. And maybe you'll get that on a different day. I don't know. I want to be able to take this vacation and be as stress-free as possible, although that leads me into sort of me talking about my intentions. But first, let's talk about my eating goals. I do have eating goals that I set for myself with the help of my healthcare team. I am on 11 weeks of meeting my eating goals. I also don't know how much longer I'm going to do this. The intention for the eating goals was for me to get on more of a natural schedule and have a normalized eating pattern, which for 11 weeks I've had, and only had one slip for the 8 weeks before that, the last time I was on a good stretch. So I don't know. I mean, the idea is that in the future, I'll be able to eat normally and not have to track it and not have to have a bunch of brain space dedicated to that habit. But for someone with an eating disorder, that's going to be a lifelong thing. And I may pull out the goals when I'm feeling stressed or when I'm feeling overwhelmed, which I'm feeling very stressed and overwhelmed right now. So they might be with us for a while. Don't know. Having said that about the stress, a lot of the stress I'm feeling is about the election. That's where a ton of my stress is coming from. I was feeling stress and pressure about the business before, but as I said the other week, it was really about the election. And the business is something I can control theoretically, and the election is really not. I'm feeling very out of control there. I'm doing what I can, obviously, but after I do what I can, there's no more that I as an individual person can do except encourage people to vote and, the other things I can do, which is like volunteer and donate and other things, which I'm doing. Also, there are just some things that are out of my control. And so it's just feeling it's very hard for me to disengage from the election. It's very hard for me to not want to watch it all the time and then also like wanting to get away from it. It's a lot. I know other people are feeling it too. But I wrote this in my script. Sometimes stress management is almost like mountain lion management. You have to keep your eyes on it, talk to it, say, I know you're there, stress. I see you. I'm not going to turn away. My body is telling me to run away from this. My body is telling me to flee screaming. But I know that that's only going to make you chase me. So we're not running away. We're not going to flee screaming. I'm going to face this terrifying thing and just say, okay, you're there. I can see you. I know you can see me. Until that circumstance changes somehow, we're going to be in this right now. We're going to be in this really, really tense situation. And that's it. Just naming it. Sometimes just naming it is all you can really do for really stressful stuff. So that's what I'm working on right now. Is just, when I'm like, oh man, why do I feel so run down? Why do I feel so bad about myself? Why do I feel all these really shitty feelings? It's like, because one of the most intense political situations that this country has seen, certainly in my life, is happening right now. And that's real. And it's a lot. It's just a whole lot. So just remind yourself that that's what's happening. My heater just kicked on. You're probably going to hear it. I will do a lot of things for love, but I will not turn my heater off in the winter in this office. It's just not going to happen. But anyway, it also looks like we're not going to meet our earnings goals for October here at the business. If we had just one more management client, we would meet our goals. But seeing as how it's the afternoon of Monday, the last day that I'm going to be here before vacationing until the end of the month, it's probably not going to happen. I know what I did at the beginning of the month that got us here without meeting our goals. So I know what behavior I should change for next month. What I did is I set our price point too low. I was telling people that the management sessions were $600 a month because that's how much the newsletters are. That's insanely low. So they're $1,800 for nonprofits and $3,600 for for-profits. And of course, I'll work with people based on where they are. But that's it. That's really we're so close to our goal. And you know what? Sometimes you don't get there. You try your hardest, you do your best, and then you learn things that can help you try harder and do better next time. Or maybe just try smarter, necessarily not harder. Anyway, on to intentions for the week. My number one intention is that I am going to work as little as possible. I have made the mistake previous vacations of saying I'm not going to do any work. And then when I check my email or when I check in with someone that works with me, like that's automatically I've like failed. And I don't want to fucking put that on myself, man. I am the only person that works here full time at the moment. This is my baby. I am going to fucking check in on it on vacation because this is a thing I really care about. Also, I'm not going to lose my vacation to doing mindless box checking work just because I can. I'm going to do as little work as possible, and I'm just going to trust myself on this vacation to know what that means. I'm a full adult. I can figure out what as little work as possible means. Gratitude. Number 2 is gratitude. When I'm feeling really stressed and out of control like this, when I feel like I can't predict what's going to occur and it just gives me a lot of anxiety, gratitude is a very important antidote. You know, yes, the world is on fire. Also, the world is still really beautiful. It's still a really beautiful place. I still live here in Oregon, which is the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. I still get to have a vacation here in this amazing fall. Oh, we have such a beautiful fall here. And that's the thing I get to indulge in, even though everything is going on around us. Like I get to wake up tomorrow and the next day, hopefully, and every other day that I get to be here is a blessing. And yes, it's really hard. I am not going to lie. It is super fucking hard. And also, it's mine. I get this. I'm allowed to live this life how I choose to live it. And that is so important. Movement. I've been so stressed out, y'all. Like, I have not been taking walks. I have not been like doing a lot of household stuff because I'm just so overwhelmed by everything. And this weekend, we didn't want to go into vacation with a messy house. We wanted to have, some things tidied and taken care of. And so we've been doing some work. I've been doing some work around the house, cleaning up this, doing that, moving this here and there. And the movement, my body movement has been giving me some good endorphins, making me feel just a little bit better. Also, the fact that I can move things around in my environment means that I can control something, which is nice. So while we're vacating, I would like to engage in more movement and more movement on how my body feels. Like if I want to take a walk as long as I want to, not trying to have an arbitrary idea of how long or short a walk should be. So that's my intentions for the week. Like I said, I may see you Thursday to tell you how I did. It may be later, it may be Monday before we see each other again, but recognize that this week is probably unprecedented for most of us. And that this stress it's heavy, it's persistent, it doesn't come from inside of us. It's the election, it's the country, these things matter, and that's why they're so fucking difficult. So give yourself a break, take water, move your body if you can. One more day, one more unprecedented day in a series of unprecedented days. In a series, in a year that was pretty unprecedented. Before that, it's going to fucking weigh on you. It's going to be real. So give yourself a break. See you when I see you.